So yo, I'm back with another video, man, on Antonio. 20 episode 50. Let's get right into it, y'all. It's lit, boy. So we going up against the Phoenix Suns, y'all. It's lit because Devin Booker is about to be taking tough shots, y'all. So it's lit, boy. We're on 48 games, check out. We're about to win 50 games, check out. It's lit, boy. It look like I'm just gonna keep on getting rich. Know them West Side. This Molly Mel Creole playing against the Suns on our home court, boy. It's lit, yo. Money, loyalty, and love in the dream we trust. We'll be switching up the players on Tiny Copy, that's my low, Young Supreme, what's up? And we travel around the world getting cream or what? Ain't you get off on whoever hustles seem to brush? Las Vegas. Yeah, Junior James not wearing his headband in this game. Press, he wearing his headband. Junior Pitts, he wearing his headband. I'm not wearing my headband this game. So me and Junior James is not wearing our headband. We are not wearing our headband this game. Me and Junior James, we not wearing our headband this game. So. From 58 Sputters.
The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the end.
Yo, look at the Phoenix Suns record. 20-29.
DA, take it away.
We got 20 wins and 29 losses.
Doing it all, DA.
And 20-29.
Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Jordan.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Diallo out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the center position. And for Brooklyn, Prez out there with G. Then there's Smooth, and it's Jay in at the 5.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move.
From 58 Sputters.
Up top, Diallo. James covering. Diallo kicks to Booker. 5 on the clock. And stolen by James. Here's Smooth. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. 4-point game. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, we went up against the team. We went up against the team on episode something.
Giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Break for the Phoenix Suns with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought. There is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
I did not mean to jump, bro.
It's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Rubio looking around. Here's Booker. And no good. The tri-spell continuing for him.
And this sort of awesome
the horse boy.
reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a striker out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Rubio, the pass to Booker.
Man, gets the Phoenix Suns on our home court, boy.
6 on the shot clock.
RB.
That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Go come right back.
Great job.
Go come right back.
Able to understand the
Go
timing.
come right back.
And the
He coming right
that time.
back.
It's the 3-point bomb. Smooth
Come right back with that
in
3-pointer.
the first quarter for the
I come
Nets.
right back with my own
Defense
3-pointer.
shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Goes up, pushes it down to finish the break.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2
I'm gonna
ingredients.
take over yo, so yo, new dev
Playing
team.
smart.
It's come
The other one,
through.
playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Diallo kicks to Booker.
Oh, he got Junior Pitts.
Will not go.
Oh, but he
This is off
missed.
the front iron.
Oh,
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Brent, as the season goes on, and here we are about halfway
he
through.
got Junior Pitts leaning. He got Junior Pitts ankles, but he missed.
Pretty much
They
set.
are what they are.
They are
From
set in their
58
ways, and they're
sputters.
set in the minutes that they're going to be playing. What the coaches are trying to find are unique combinations that might have to be on the floor because circumstances from the other team are dictating so. Which are my lineups that I can have out there that defensively I'm going to shut down great guard play? Which of the lineups do I have to have out there in order for us to have enhanced shooting ability for a stretch of minutes? Which ones are going to speed my team up to put pressure on the opposition? I think that's where it is that coaches are trying to do a little bit of tweaking. He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Converted.
Burnett shooting there.
The
Free throw
3-point
right
play,
now.
boy. I'm getting the 3 points, the old-fashioned way, boy.
On the free throw line.
They swipe it. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Pass to Oubre, inside. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Another steal. Here's Smooth. Uses both hands to slam it down.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Rubio finds Oubre. Kicks it out to Booker. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Nets leading by 23. Here's Smooth. And the Nets, another 3.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Up top, Rubio. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed
From
on
58
outside
sputters.
shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Here's Smooth, and he slams it one-handed.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Rubio. James with some nice D.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Rubio, the pass to Diallo. Back to Rubio. Just
The
fine.
cheese out of here, boy.
Out of bounds. Suns balls. Phoenix keeps possession.
From 58 sputters. 58 sputters.
Sharch has checked in for Diallo.
Yeah, shoot that. You gotta shoot that, boy.
Rubio.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right, GA?
Prez with the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Smooth checked in for the Nets. Jumps up, and he jams it with authority.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team.
Somebody took over it. Y'all, so y'all knew the different team.
Phoenix is gone.
It's going to be Murph.
4 from three-point range here in the first. In the corner, it's Oubre to end the cold streak. Good on the three-point shot.
Good touch there. Oubre outside the three-point arc and knocks one down.
Here's Smooth. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Feeds it to Johnson. And stolen by James. Here's Smooth. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
To the wing on the left. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And Tyler Johnson with some creative play there. Knows how to get inside there. Using the angle, the body. Finishes that one with ease.
Count that one.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Poke loose.
I found 58 spiders.
Saric outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. All alone. That one's not going to go. The Nets go the other way with it. There might be an aging veteran in the NBA, but DeAndre Jordan is...
Lightning.
That was incredible.
What is it you say, Kev? Up high and down hard.
Oh, exactly, GA. You've got to say it emphatically. He was soaring up high, down hard.
That's what the
Too much. Look at that. It's too much. It's just too much.
His teammates are falling all over each other. Look at them.
If you're the other team, you got to take that personally. Don't let them get the best of it.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
The pass to Kaminsky. Will it go?
No.
Johnson can't
He
hit.
took the 2
Getting
shots.
cold in here, Kevin. This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Sinks the triple.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
James against Saric. 14 feet away. Jordan with the rebound. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Oh!
Yeah. 360, boy.
That is not
360, boy.
We just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Phoenix has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first.
I found 58 spiders.
On the wing, Johnson takes a 3.
He
Rebounded by
took
the
the 2
Nets.
Well, I'll
shots.
tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Timeout called, the Nets.
I didn't call
And
timeout,
with the signing
bro.
of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season
Oh,
ago.
come on, let's do this.
Stealing
Let's
the
do
Knicks
it.
thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent. They're poised to steal the Knicks
Found
culture
58 spiders.
as well.
Prez is checked in for Jordan. And Phoenix also making a switch. Baines is checked in.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Down low. Here's Jerome.
RB.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to James. Kicks it to Prez. Here's Smooth. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Smooth. And good! There's another. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They had no answer for him in this one.
And so it's Brooklyn with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And
I don't really limit myself to one position.
And with all the switching you see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
Is out there with Jay.
Don't you do that.
Then there's Prez.
Don't you do that.
Then there's Spencer
Don't you
Dinwiddie.
do that.
And it's Irving at the
Don't
point
you do
guard.
that.
6
I
to
said,
shoot.
oh, look, gotta get that steal.
Here's Jerome. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Smooth.
Well, it's not often you see someone be this impactful on the defensive end, but that's what makes him special. I mean, he's been doing all the little things that don't necessarily show up in the box score, but you can bet his coach and teammates know that he's been carrying the team with his D.
The Nets making a switch here. Prez is checked in. Johnson
Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
to Jerome.
But
Suns moving the
how?
ball around.
Oh, yeah.
And the basket by
RB.
Kaminsky.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Here's Smooth. Good. That's another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught.
I'm gonna take over again, y'all. So y'all know the dumb team.
So
It's
far,
gonna be
we've
murder.
seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
The shot's good.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Here's Jerome. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And Saric kicks to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go. The shot by Saric, no good. The Nets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And got it! Another basket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Passes to Kaminsky. Over James. Rebound, Brooklyn. Prez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Cans it from downtown.
Having a lot of trouble stopping three points.
Yeah. I make the splash.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
I got the sluggers on board. That's
They
why.
continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Here's Jerome. To the inside. Saric. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving.
Oh, he going.
Action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Now, here's Rubio. No points in the game yet for him, and it's denied. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Another bucket. Wow.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Diallo finds Booker. On the wing, Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
They double him with James. Here's Rubio.
Bro, how's that a foul, bro?
2 points, so one free throw coming up.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Smooth. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Phoenix.
Look at all the coaching changes that the Suns have had through the years, and some of these young players have heard a lot of voices. 7 in the last 8 years, and the team's performance has shown that kind of inconsistency with up and down seasons.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jay's shot.
Caution.
That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that thing. No run-of-the-mill stuff there. Oh, fellas, putting something extra on it.
Greg, can you believe that? My goodness.
And this can deflate the other team. They need to answer back strong.
I found 58 spotters.
James against Booker. And he lobs it up. A slam by Diallo.
Now, Booker is a special offensive player.
I'm gonna shoot this.
And starting to show his play.
I don't care if y'all do team. I'm making it.
Yep, that one goes.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
I'm gonna take over review, y'all. So y'all know the team.
Up to the right wing.
It's coming in, bro.
Ayton, the pass to Rubio. No good on that one. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Smooth. Another one goes. Incredible.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time.
Converting. The 3-point play bullet. Converting. The 3-point play bullet. I'm getting the 3 points. The old-fashioned way, boy.
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball.
Good! Another from 3.
And the threes just keep on coming. Another shot and another make.
He's starting to creep up that list now for most 3-pointers in a game. We'll see if he can keep going. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. And the pass to Diallo. Pass to Ayton.
He just had to
And
foul.
foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, the development for DeAndre Ayton is going to be all about the pick and roll, both how he runs it and defends it.
I agree, Kevin. If he works with Devin Booker out there as an offensive threat and becomes a guy who can roll with good hands and finish, that's a key for their offense. And you look at his size defensively, he can be imposing.
Another steal. Here's Smooth. Connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never
Quit
forgets.
fouling, bro.
There's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the number 1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky
From
high,
58 sputters.
but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
Durant's checked in for Brooklyn.
No. Whoa.
Booker outside.
RB.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
RB. No, B. Watch this. B.
Every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next.
This one for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Smooth's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yeah, still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys.
I found
at the
58
right time.
sputters.
Basketball
58
is
sputters.
something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up
Hey,
here,
you.
running plays that turn into scores.
From downtown, and again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just good. Another from 3.
And I don't think I have ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
Well, with that make, he's now, Greg, alone in second place for most threes in a game. You know, at this point, you have to go for the top spot, right? Rubio outside. Shot clock at 6.
RB.
A slam dunk by Diallo.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Smooth. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more
I'm
painful.
gonna take over
And the
again, yo.
cable
So, yo,
being
new
off.
div team. It's gonna get bro. I found 58 sputters.
40 seconds left here in the second. Rubio misses. And so James will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Smooth, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Both shots good from the stripe. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Jerome passes to Booker to the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well
Whoa.
with the pass.
Oh, it's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Pass to Kaminsky. Here's Jerome. The rebound by the Nets. Smooth's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From the arc. Again, what an avalanche.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ricky. Bench has always been an issue here. When they produce like they did in the first half, how does that help you?
It's amazing. That means like we have a deep bench, and then a lot of work from the staff, from the everybody of the team, like doing extra work and winning games.
Trying to change the culture around here. Thanks, Ricky. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. They went to work early at both ends of the floor, going on a 9-0 run to jump out in front. They came on extremely strong as the quarter was winding down, nailing all 6 of their last field goal attempts to close out the first. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
The thing I've noticed more than anything is how well they spread the floor at the offensive end. Their spacing has been fantastic, and the end result has been a lot of good looks from three-point land. And now they've established themselves from long range, and the defense has to adapt. They're in really solid position right now.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie, giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They looked out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back, Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Diallo. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. Here's Smooth.
Dunking on Devin Booker, boy.
They've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Here's Booker.
I found 58 spiders. Big boy.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Smooth. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
The Suns shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. And here's Booker. Down low, here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Splish.
Again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible.
I found 58 spiders. I found 58 spiders. Bro, why you fat?
And he's got a free throw coming up as
well.
Oh my
God.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
We know officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good examples.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Rubio.
That's my rebound, boy.
Great D that time.
I'm about to get it.
It's just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been.
I'm about to get a triple double, boy. You know what I'm saying, boy?
Rubio comes with the double team. Here's
I'm about to get that triple double.
And again for three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
58 spider. I found 58 spiders in my house.
Back to Rubio. Good. Nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Nets working the ball around now. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. That's now 8 points for lights out.
And how about the last 5
I'm gonna take over New York, so y'all new dev team.
The defense is just giving up a barrage. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Passes it to Diallo. Back to Rubio. And no good that time.
Taking 2 shots.
The other way with it.
Cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
That's a jump ball.
Tipped away. And so it's Brooklyn with it. And so it's Brooklyn with it.
Oh, you.
Lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A lot of missing stats from the 60s and 70s, but if we could go back and look at those actual players you think would really be catching our eye in terms of how we go about that was that good, or he's better than I thought he was.
Well, don't we always look at the incredible mind-boggling numbers of Wilt Chamberlain
yes,
and think, what was that guy doing?
Yeah.
And we don't even have half of it.
No.
So Wilt Chamberlain comes to mind first. What I think about Kevin when that question comes up is how many great players through the 70s and also really through the 80s, because the three-point line wasn't accentuated enough, missed the opportunity to be even greater scorers. I mean, Jerry West with a three-point line.
Can you imagine that?
You got to be kidding me. So there's a lot of gap.
Come on, Junior Pitts. Don't foul, bro. Do not foul.
Changes in rules. And because the three-point line wasn't in, that we would be talking about in terms of nostalgia and their accomplishments with a much different voice.
Even someone as recent as Jordan, with the rules the way they are now.
R-bit.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
wow,
the openness of the floor.
R-bit, no bit. Because you know, I'm shooting. You know, I'm not missing no three-pointers because I got the slathers on, bro.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain star players, but they know that there's always talk during the season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency, but players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Here's Booker, and that one drops for him. Booker's got 9 points.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
James, here's Smooth. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 5 assists tonight.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. The Suns have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Here's Rubio, and it's blocked by Jordan.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Saric outside. There's the pass to Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track. They're going to find a way to win.
That one from long range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Back to Rubio. Looking to end the run. Bangs home the trifecta. Rubio's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Oh, yes, sir.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
I'm gonna take over the lead, yo. So y'all get the good team.
And if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Smooth.
Oh,
yes, sir.
And he dunks it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
From 12 feet out, and the basket by
Bro,
Rubio.
I'm trying to get it.
Rubio's got 14 points for the game.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Got that one up quick.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Saric. Knocked away.
Shoot that.
Back to Rubio.
Oh yeah, that's my rebound.
That one is off.
I got a triple-double. I got a triple-double, bro. I got a triple-double.
And a big-time jam right there.
Well, he's leading everyone in points right now. His teammates keep feeding him the ball, and he keeps delivering.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Suns. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Johnson can't hit.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example.
Whoa, R&B.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
And the basket by Rubio.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Well, when you look at the skill set of Tyler Johnson, he really is the epitome of a catalyst. Comes in full energy every time, and if he's hitting his shots, you just ride that wave of scoring.
And Saric kicks to Ayton. Rubio outside, just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. And with Johnson, Greg, you never know how on
still bet
will be day to day.
Still bet 3.
Need a player who can carry them off the bench when they get it going. Johnson is a bit of a microwave that heats up immediately, but if he's cold, you simply drop back the minutes for that game.
Pass to Booker, to the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Good idea to make Ayton earn it at the line because he's a menace in the paint. Don't let him get that shot off.
Jay's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Here's Smooth. He's covered by Ayton. Man, showing some terrific range.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today
another still bet 3-pointers.
Jerome passes to Baines.
Another still bet 3-pointers, bro. Another still bet 3-pointers, bro.
Passes it to Saric. Here's Jerome. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
R-Bit.
Drops in the tray.
About to come right back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking
No, no! Why would you shoot that?
Especially when the results are made buckets.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Brooklyn ahead, delivering the blowout.
From 58 Spiders.
From Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes.
About to come right back with the three, though.
Separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
About to come right back.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Allen in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Kicks it to Kaminsky. Inside.
Bro, you know, bro, I just got hit with the screen, bro.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Hits it again. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Jerome passes to Okobo. Jacks up a 3. Jerome, no good. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Fires the 3. Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. The pass to Okobo. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Smooth, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
At this point,
reverse windmill, boy.
You can do to slow this team down.
Reverse windmill, boy.
Seems to be
reverse
making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Poked away, nabbing another steal. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Wiping the balls away with just such ease. And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that. You see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Pass to Okobo.
I found 58 spiders in my house. I found 58 spiders in my house.
Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
Come on, Junior kids, win this too, bro.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Nailed from three-point land.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
He kicks it to Kaminsky. Pass to Okobo. Kaminsky with the ball. To the wing right side. Jerome, good.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Here's Smooth. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Converting. The 3-point play, boy. I'm getting the 3 points the old fast way, boy.
And Prez is subbed in for Prince. Here's Smooth. And another one. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Passes it to Oubre. Here's Jerome. Carter on the wing from 17
the Chiefs out here, boy.
And he's able to get it back.
Dude.
And there's the pass to Jerome.
Brick.
Off target from outside.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Changing ends quickly.
Looking at Carter
with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Another steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Smooth. And another one falls.
I'm about to take over again, yo. So y'all know the dumb team. It's coming to Murray.
Phenomenal in offensive onslaught.
I found 58 sputters.
That's tipped. Back to Carter. Pass to Jerome. Lock at 6. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Hey, time out real quick.
Pass to Johnson.
Turkey shoot the ball so we can call timeout.
To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Or timeout.
And bird rights an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the
viewers
exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the voting for the dunk contest is just about over. So let's bring up the leading contenders for you. Boy, with the players on this list, you know this year's contest is going to be a fun one.
It is. And with their places in the contest almost wrapped up, I'm sure these guys are working on their moves already.
Well, you look at Jay sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
If y'all like this video, man, like and subscribe to the chamber. Turn that post notification bell so you never miss a look. And go follow me on PS4, yo. Antonio 112593. And subscribe to my safe chamber, Antonio Pitts. Peace out, love you.
Be sure to stay tuned as
Peace out, love you. I'll see you guys in my next video. It's me, yo.
I'd be happy with the group we have right now. Not shy from outside.
I'll see you guys in my next video. It's me, yo.
And getting them up.
Johnson outside. Johnson double teamed. Puts it up. Again, Phoenix.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Here's Smooth. And yet another basket.
And that score moving him clear into third all time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. To the inside.
Oh my God.
On the shot that sends him to the line. But obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So you appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt.
And it's Baines missing. Brooklyn with the ball.
2 minutes.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots.
Converting. No, 3-point play, boy.
He knows how to
I'm getting the 3 points to overfast, boy.
A team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James whose $35 million contract might be worth $100.
I always thought that Jordan too, right? I mean,
yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, a view to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have
took over again, y'all. See, y'all knew the dub team is coming again, bro.
It's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
Passes to Okobo. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by the Nets.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Smooth.
Yeah.
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. Wow.
With the hard slam, boy.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Johnson, the pass to Carter. Johnson outside. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Johnson, a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Smooth to the left wing. From outside the arc, it's good.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always
266
great for a young team, but
to 75 is the final score, yo. Had 33 dunks. Junior Pitts had 14 points. He didn't even miss it. Oh, I forgot because it's a ladder zone.
When fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that
Oh, see you guys in my next video. It's yo.
To relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, where did you try to make the most impact tonight?
Just trying to limit those guys to one shot. They have a really big team, so keeping them off the board. But, you know, setting screens and rolling, putting pressure on those guys. Our guys are shooting the basketball, so we really opened it up for easy looks.
That is how you can impact the game without touching the ball, DeAndre. Thank you. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
20 steals, 12 rebounds, 240.